shout out to these guys for finding the 3 pictures in the last video, and good luck to anybody else who wants to do it in this video. What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video, and boy do I wish it was April Fool's for this video right here, because today I ran into Dotodoya fanboy, and I thought it'd be a funny idea to title the video that time I ran into Dotodoya, and then like 3 dots and then oh wait, and of course obviously it wouldn't be the real Dato, and that would be a really fun April Fool's video. Playing ranked, you always have the chance to run into anybody, and so far I've run into, you know, people like the Cool Kid. I've run into Lotus Asakura. One of these days I might run into Dato, but as it stands right now, I get to face his fanboy so far. And yeah, this is post commentary. I feel like I enjoy doing these post commentary videos so much more, because me playing, like I always have to state, me playing and talking at the same time are literally 2 different people. I just can't manage to play and do good while I'm commentating. And so when I do post commentary, you know, I'm not as, you know, obviously I mean, it's maybe not as exciting, but at the same time, I can just go over what my thoughts were and stuff like that during the matches. And yeah, but just fighting this guy right now, I can tell you guys that he was very, I can't even explain it. He was playing a really stupid Teen Gohan. Teen Gohan is still, like, I don't understand the whole stigma behind people talking about Bardock's auto combo when Teen Gohan literally exists to press square. Like, this man's square button just rules over all, and this guy showed me that Teen Gohan, you know, is still just top tier as hell within season 3. Not saying that he ever left or anything, but just so it's just so disgusting when you get hit by that stupid auto combo. And then of course this guy's also playing Jiren and Super Saiyan Vegeta. He's using Super Saiyan Vegeta C assist, and of course I got a taste of my own medicine while he was using it, because we all know that I also use Super Saiyan Vegeta C assist, and I personally think it's the best C assist in the game. Just my personal opinion, mainly because, you know, it has its DP property, so it'll go through literally anything, beams, ki blast. Like, as long as you're blocking and they try to hit you, they're going to get hit by your C assist and you can get full combo, and it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Right here, I guess I just didn't block, and you know, he managed to take the first game, and kudos to him, because he is using Jiren, to me, who is still like maybe bottom 3. Like, I don't care what season 3 may have done to his counters, I still think he's not that good, honestly. And now we're gonna get into the second match. I like to, I hated that 2H exchange right there. I don't know what got into me. Like, the funny part about this guy, obviously he didn't like to play too much defense, you know. Anytime there was a small gap within my strings, he would DP, he would vanish, do things like that, and so I couldn't fully mix him up the way I wanted to. The last game you'll see is where I like just start absolutely demolishing him with the mix, but that's not to come yet. So far, he just takes out my Keflo really, really well, and I just, man, I thought I was gonna lose, because not only was, what a good tech by me. Come on, give me my props. You guys know that I can't tech for shit, and there I look at me teching. But this guy also was a Super Saiyan Rose rank, and you know, I'm infamous for playing people who are higher ranked than me. Now, Super Saiyan Rose is only 1 rank higher than, you know, Living Legend, but I feel like it still takes a lot to get to Super Saiyan Rose. Like, like for me right now, I feel like I'm as good as I'm going to be at this current point in fighters for myself right now. Obviously, I think I can get better, and I think I can do better, but as it stands right now, I've hit a wall that I don't know how to climb over it yet. And that's what's keeping me from getting to Rose, because I'll get close and then, you know, I'll just get shut down by, you know, players that are just better than me, or players that are just so nuts that I just don't know what to do against them. And a lot of times it'll be stuff like this where I will fight somebody, and then, you know, we'll just keep exchanging. Like, I'll win, they'll win, I'll win, they'll win. There's no like decisive winner ever within the sets, and it's stuff like that that's very annoying for me to deal with, but it's sad that I just have to deal with it. And if you're tuning in right now, if you've managed to make it this far into the video, by the way, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe in this video. It's very, very appreciated. I'm still doing the thing where if you find the 3 different pictures within this video, then I will feature your comment within the next video. So just to test if you guys are really watching all the way through or not, find those timestamps and, you know, comment something nice, or, you know, something that you feel you believe in or something like that. Just comment it as well. Don't just comment the timestamps, because there's no character to that unless you just want timestamps to show up in the next video. Comment something a little bit meaningful or something like that. I tried to bait Spark right there and completely failed. But yeah, when you comment the timestamps as well as something else, comment something nice or something like that, and not just the timestamps. But back to our fight here. He baited the hell out of that super dash. I don't know what made him look for it. He drops that combo, and I wish I had level 3 here, but I didn't. Had to settle for a knockdown. And then right here just ended up becoming a game of patience. Me and him did that a lot. We traded 2H's into blocks, and neither of us would like really punish. And right there, you know, I was staggering him, looking for a reflect, looking for the raw level 3, but he just wouldn't give it to me. And the sad part is how he ends up dying is right there to a super dash. Luckily, I had the bar to get the kill, because I feel like I would have lost this match if I didn't get that super dash. And super dash is definitely like top 5 things you literally hate to lose to within this game. And he just so happened to lose to it right there, and I know he was heated after he did. But just hopping straight into the next match, I'm still trying to figure out how I can fully beat him without, you know, getting absolutely mollywopped. But I need to just, you know, play patient and wait for him to do things. Like right there, that 2H was disgusting. Like, I just waited, and then obviously not do things like that. He dropped a combo, and then of course I'm trying to zone him out. He tries to reflect Kefla, and you can't reflect Kefla. That's just not a thing you can do. Surprisingly, he didn't vanish out of that 6H right there. And that is my favorite setup right now. It's a very awkward setup, but people normally don't realize what to do when I do it. So essentially, when I get into the corner, when I get a knockdown in the corner, I'll just jump twice. I'll just do a double jump, and then most of the time I'll fall with the button, and it'll bag them because they just, like, they're either reflecting on the ground and they just don't realize what's about to happen, or like they'll wait too long and they'll think I'm coming down for a low, and then they'll still get hit on the head. And then most of the time I never make it back to the ground for, you know, like an empty jump low, because it's just not the type of mix-up it is. It's mainly just an overhead, and I will do it as long as my opponent lets me. Like, if they don't run out the corner, if they don't 2H me or anything like that, then I'll literally just keep doing it until, you know, until I get punished for it. And so it's my favorite setup right now because it's so awkward, and people just honestly don't know how to defend against it. Here he freaking guard cancels right there, and I'm upset with myself because if you guard cancel Kefla's 5M, she can actually 2H you out of that guard cancel, and that's just, like, for me, it's just poor reaction time on the actual 2H. And sadly, I I think that's the problem with me right now. How I was telling you guys how I feel like I've hit a wall. Well, I truly believe that, like, my reaction time is one of the things that's holding me back, specifically when it comes to my block game. I have a very hard time blocking within this game, and it's not that I don't like blocking, like, but also, who does like blocking? Maybe Goichi, but it's just like I just don't understand. Right there, look at freaking Teen Gohan, man, annoying as hell. But it's just that, like, I don't know. It could be an online thing as well, you know, like, because a lot of times, like, I know I blocked that, but at the same time, it's you didn't. You know, if you got hit, then you clearly didn't block it. And so I also notice I struggle with jumping too much. Like, I'll jump, and of course you can't jump because it's almost like you hit a button when you jump, and so that'll cause me to get hit by things I don't need to get hit by. And sadly, that's just the tale of how it is right now. And once I can finally break that habit, then maybe I can jump over that wall once again, because my defense is one of the things that is just so lacking within this game. And I feel like a lot of you might be able to feel that way too, but it could all be just subjective to me. And you know, I don't truly know what to do about it quite yet, because to me, training mode is great, right? Training mode is amazing, and you can, like, you know, get your PC and to mix you the whole time, but you're the one who made those mix-ups, right? And you, of course, know how to block them, regardless of how hard you did them to yourself. You're eventually going to remember the strings and understand how to block, just how to block. And, you know, same thing with Dragon Rushes. You're the one who made those Dragon Rushes, no matter if you put them on random or not. To me, that it's just not an environment. Like, it's not an environmentally good way to practice blocking or to practice teching throws, because the fact of the matter is you're the one who created it. And so it's a completely different setting, like online, obviously, and you can't quite mimic online nature. And that's what's funny about online is online is hectic, it's chaotic, you just don't know what's going to happen most of the time, and so blocking is just tough. Am I gonna, wow, I can't, I hate when I drop my loop. Oh, this series right here, right, this whole sequence, like, I tried to you saw the 2H coming out, and of course, because we're online, it's basically an exploit. If your opponent does DP into Vanish and you can't hit them, it's literally because it's online, and it's just an online exploit. It kind of sucks, and it's taking advantage of the delay frames of online, and sadly, you know, that's just the way it is. And right there, I did a safe jump. He level 3s, and I tried to reflect it, but again, online, the reflect didn't come out. Luckily, I still got the punish and was able to kill his team. Gohan, he was definitely working me in the beginning of this match, but if I'm correct, I think I still lose this match. But of course, I didn't go down without a fight, and he definitely was, like, not too bad, you know. He was pretty good, but in the end, like, you guys will see that I just pretty much, like, there's two sides to Bandit, honestly. Like, the longer I fight, I think the worse I get, but at the same time, if you let me, then I will just start to read you at every point and understand your playstyle to the point where you just can't beat me anymore. And that's one of the reasons why I'm, like, I get destroyed in ranked matches a lot, is because when I do, or not destroyed in ranked matches, but, like, faced up against, you know, higher players, and it's one of the reasons why my rank stays where it is, like, because when I do start to rank up, like, I'll fight somebody and, you know, I can be better than them, and, you know, I'll get my rank points from that, and then of course I'll get matched up with, like, an Ultra Instinct player. Like, the other day I actually got matched up with Double L, and it's funny, the thing about Double L right now is he's, like, under hot water because obviously with everything going on with this virus and stuff like that, there has to be online tournaments. And Double L, apparently he has pretty bad internet, and look at this combo he does. He could have easily killed me, messes up, and then he almost pays and dies for it. Like, oh my gosh. And I remember I tried to reset him, but he goes for the freaking vanish, and of course gets the kill. But whatever. But like I was saying, Double L he's under hot water for having bad internet and playing in these tournaments. And for those of you that don't know, Evo was canceled this year. And not only was it canceled, they have stated that they are going to try to bring it to an online tournament. Now, Fighters it's a bad netcode, honestly. You may not have like played the game and had too much terrible lag and had a bad time online, but and that just might be your experience. But some people, like myself, have experienced awful online, and if you play online often, then you know how bad the netcode is. And the thing about Evo being online this year is it's cool, but at the same time, hopefully it can show some of these developers that their games online needs work. Because imagine just losing because your opponent plays in 19 frame delay or something like that. And you know, it's bad. It's really bad, but at the same time it could be good just to show these companies that they need to work on their net codes. And here's when I start putting him in the mixer. Oh boy, empty jump low, because the last time I did that I went high. And then I'm pretty sure this series right here, like this series of mix-ups, this is look at that, Dragon Rush. This series of mix-ups is literally why he left the game. And I just know he was upset because he left so fast after this match. But like I was saying about Double L and Evo, like I got matched up with Double L, and of course him being under hot water, it was funny, he disconnected. Like we were playing and then he disconnected almost halfway through our fight, so I didn't get to finish the fight, sadly. But you know, it'll rank me with or match me up with players like that, players that are just astronomically better than me. And of course, me being me, I can't just, you know, I can't just not fight them. I have to fight them, and I have to test my skill. I have to figure out a way to beat them, because if I ever run into them again, I can use it as data, and through that data I can attempt to win and maybe even get a dub off. And so that's why a lot of times, like, I'll run into people and I'll just keep fighting them and I'll lose my rank points, because I need to understand why I'm losing and how I'm losing. And that's just one of the many flaws of mine when I'm playing ranked. And you know, it's not something you can be too mad at, but at the same time, it's just pretty tough. But this fight is almost winding down. He just made every mistake imaginable, and he couldn't block my mix-ups at this point. Like, I even was mocking him for a little bit, you know, keeping Kefla in for so long with low health. And you know, I almost paid for it. I don't know if it would have been smarter for him to switch Kefla out, but I think he just wanted to try to, you know, do some damage. And yeah, he tried to stagger me and I wasn't having it, and so I mashed. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for y'all. Peace out.